My name is Sylvia.mov. I live in Olympia, that's in Lusaka, Zambia. My family are my 3 siblings, my grandma and my auntie, whom I stay with. I am a girl aged 14 years old. I am in grade 9 at Coldrington Trust School. My goal in life is to complete my education and become a lawyer. And the reason why I've chosen to become a lawyer is I want to fight corruption and child abuse in Zambia. I fear being a failure and failing in my life. I live with my grandma. It's not an easy thing living with an old lady because she has her own principles about life. The way my grandmother takes it, she's got that old mentality of Zambian culture where girls are never supposed to challenge boys in education or anything they do. And so when you try to read and try to build your life, you might differ with her. My mother was my dad's director at his company. Until the day she became pregnant, she got sick of malaria. She lost her appetite. She recovered from malaria, but then the appetite issue was still on, and until the time she gave birth to my young brother Samuel. She gave birth to him prematurely at 7 months, and then from there she was anemic, and after a week she died of anemia. First of all, the death of my mom didn't have that really great impact on my life because I had a close relationship with my mom. She was more than a mom, she was a friend to me, and we shared good times with her. And then when I lost her, I felt very bad, and then I didn't know where to start living without a mom, and it was really difficult. My dad being my friend and telling him things that I was never supposed to tell him and stuff like that. Got over it. Miriam is my dad's cousin. After my mom gave birth to Samuel and died, there was no one to take care of Samuel. Everyone abandoned him. My mom's mom and my dad and her dad and the sisters were interested in the properties. Since after my mom's death, my dad was confused and gave them everything in their house. And so after getting those things, Dad thought maybe they would stand by us and struggle while life was not cooperating with our life, but they just end up the other way around. That's when Miriam got in and asked if she would take care of Samuel. I am proud of my dad's reputation. He's the first black man in Zambia to become a championship in motor rally. My father had a finger that used to trouble him. It developed because he was involved with repairing cars and stuff like that, and then they couldn't find a cure to that, so each year it would arise, and then he was advised to have an operation and get rid of the finger. In the sense of cutting the finger, he lost blood. They put him some more blood, but he even lost even more and died of anemia also. And then my dad's death, until now I'm living with a sore in my heart because my dad was more even than a father, because after my mom's death he encouraged me, I encouraged him, because he came up with that statement where he was confused and he'd go if I had a gun, I would shoot myself, and I would always be there, encourage him, tell him stories, things that happened in my life and how I dealt with them and things like that. He had both parents when he was growing up, but their life was really a struggle. And then if he who had parents could achieve something like that, coming from a poor background, then I am even more than able because I've been given a chance in life. I just keep myself busy studying and doing the things that I know that if my dad was here, he would have been proud and happy. I inspire others through the things that I've experienced in life, and knowing that if they take the same principles I took, they will achieve their goals in life. I grew up in a Christian house, but then I didn't know Christ personally. It was just that title, knowing I was born in a Christian family until when I lost my mom. I came to understand life. Life has got ups and downs, and then for me, God was working in my life. In the church, I'm involved in a ministry. For now, I am a helper in the Sunday school. I help with kids. I have come to understand in life that every living soul that we see that is not saved, it's maybe the last or the first time you are seeing that soul. And then if you don't do anything, you might hear the other week someone has died, and what did you do for that person's life? Nothing. And then I've come to understand it in the same ministry I am involved. There are other kids that we just see maybe for the last time. The other week you hear the kid has died, and then you feel so bad. If you had been there, you would have saved that soul or done something fast. I motivate myself in knowing that I'm a voice to the voiceless. I can say I'm an inspiration to others. The title of my documentary is An Orphan's Survival. The reason why I created such a title is because of the things that my young brother has gone through, things that orphans go through, they abandon, and how they overcome those things in life. Living as an orphan is not an easy thing. You must not sit down and wait for magic. It's you who has to become a miracle. You just don't sit down and wait for a miracle, because it is only you that can change where you are. You have to become a miracle.